All right, so hopefully we're back here. Second period. Hold on, let me set the time. All right, and they are going to try hard to get this in. So, hey, Sarah. I asked them to bring the key so I can turn on the lights if we have to get them on. I just, safety first. It's safety first, that's all. I'm so sorry. I am so embarrassed.
It's the worst thing that happens in our day. It's the worst thing that happens.
Well, you're being nice. All right, so back to action we go. Arm up in the air. And Kempe up against Richie. And then, Richie's able to go ahead and come up with that one for the Saints. And then over to the far side, she has that ball. And now number 10 there for St. Stephen St. Agnes. Wiseman with the ball. Passes it back over to Cox. And back around to the far side. Off it with it. Back up to Richie. And then Richie up to Dyson. Dyson outside the 12. And she passes it back over to the far side. All the way around they go. And then looking up. Oh, almost falls down with that pass, but able to still catch it. And nice pass all the way back up to off it. Oh, over to Richie. Richie, thought she was going to get the shooting space coming in across the top, but doesn't. And then, now Dyson, nice coming move inside, is able to draw the shooting space there off of the off of that move. But yeah, able to maintain. And she comes in, shoots, and scores. And the Saints increase their score 14-2. So. Got to hold on a second, folks. Hey, I mean, if I got to pay it, I got to pay it. But safety first. I want to make sure. Are you there? Hello? Bobby? Hello?
I don't know if it's fit under my nail. It's a bloodless. I got safety pins.
Hey, can you hear me, Bobby?
I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. I was just saying that, look, if I got to pay it, I got to pay it. It's safety first. That's all there is to it. I mean, we're not trying not to turn it on. If that's what I got to do. It's what I got to do. I mean, No. It's not us guys. It's Andy Siegel doing that. But I can't. I mean, you got it's coming here. They came here to play a game, and I can't cut it short. And I can't have them playing in the dark. And if I don't have to turn it on, I won't. But I mean, it's starting to get a little dusky out. So, it's again safety first. So I'd rather pay $2,000 than see one of these kids get beamed in the head with the ball because I didn't see it. So. All right, man. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Thanks, Bobby. Bye. Okay, just taking care of some light situation. It's still light enough right now, but just concerned that it might not be as we move on through the game. Off it with the ball now at the top of the 12. Gets it over to the near side. Wiseman with it. And she goes ahead and holds on to that. Gets it back up to off it at the top of the 12. She passes it back over to Richie. That little drop pass. Nice pass inside. Oh, almost a nice catch there by Belladou. And I wonder if I'm saying that the same way every time. But anyway, that's number 14 for the Saints, in case I'm killing it. So anyway, Cox was the first one back there. She has it. Nice pass into Richie. Richie turns and shoots and scores. And so now we go up 15-2, 21 minutes to go here in the game. Funny enough, the light guy won't be able to get here for another 10 to 15 minutes. So it may just be 5 more minutes left in the game. See what happens. But again, it's safety first. So off we go. Back to the center draw. We at least have do have the running clock here. All right, so a little change here. One last-minute change here by the Saints. And hustle, hustle, hustle. Ball up over to the far side. And that ball on the ground. And then finally picked up by the Saints. And guess who? That's right, Pugh. Almost picked off in the middle there by Benjamin. That would be Byrne. And then off it with the ball here. Pass it over to the near side. 9 fakes the pass. And it comes out of her stick at the time. That was Coulter. And so now for Benjamin, that's Rose with the ball. She gets it over here to number 25. And now they're going to call a push there. So that's Hilkoff with the ball. She gets it back into the defensive zone, but nobody else is back there as it hits the ground. So Savage with the ball on the far side for Benjamin, deep within her own defensive zone. Passes it over to the far side, and that's to Parker. And she passes that ball, and that gets picked off quickly by Belledew. And now over to the far side of the field, she goes and back, and she just waits for the rest of her team. Now, she could have run that ball all the way down. It was like a classic pickoff. Ball over here to the near side now. And that was Coulter with it. She gets it over to Cox on the near side. Cox goes back behind. Belledew gets it up to Offit. And Offit, number 4, that's Burnett. She has the ball. And now number 8 has it at the top. That's Moon. And then Burnett gets fouled. Now passes it off here to the near side. That ball hits the ground. But then Offit's able to go ahead for the Saints to get that ball. And now Moon at the top of the 8 gets it, hands it off basically to Offit. Offit drops the shoulder there a little bit. Back to, so that's 49, but that's also Christina Cavallo, I have found out. So Cavallo with the ball, then passes it over to the far side. Back out. Cavallo with it back again, and then gets knocked, and so the ball comes out, and the officials go ahead and blow the whistle. Tori Cox getting ready to go into the game for the Saints as soon as this whistle allows for the restart. Back out over to the far side. Now back behind. And that's Belledew has the ball back to Cox.
Here you go.
And Cox back up here to the near side. Burnett. Pass inside from Burnett over to Coulter. And that shot goes wide. Saints, though, still with possession now. Still hold possession. And then pass that ball all the way back in. Very to the top of the 12. Goes to Offit. Offit over to Moon. Moon now looking for Burnett. Now Burnett has it here. Passes it over to the side. To Coulter, and then Coulter gets it back to Cox, all the way back around. And the Saints playing around the horn here. Moon with the ball now in her stick. Drops it off. Drops it off for Coulter, and Coulter gets hit as she goes around. She's not even... that was a quick restart. I don't know if that was the official that blew the whistle, but there we go. And back to action we go. And now Offit in the middle of the 8-meter zone there. Gets it over to... nice catch. Belledew jumping up, leaping catch. Be nice if I had a camera. Number 8 with the ball, and that's Keena Moon. All right, and Cavallo with the ball on the far side. And Saints playing sort of keep away here. Back behind they go. Offit with the ball behind the goal. It comes to the near side, gets it over to Moon. Moon with the ball. Moon passes it up to Cavallo. Cavallo over to the far side. That gets to Belledew. Belledew inside to Moon. Moon is able to get outside. So Running some nice passes inside, outside. Off it with the ball over in the corner there on the far side. Back behind she goes. Cox with the ball here on the near side, down below the GLE. Passes that back up to Cavallo. Cavallo back up to Burnett. And the whistle comes up, and Burnett's going to go ahead and get a sign.
I can look, but I don't know what
All right. So ball on the Burnett. She takes a step in, turns it around. Cavallo into Belladue, and Belladue scores. Okay, 16-2. Okay, back to the draw we go. 14 minutes, 22 seconds and counting. 16-2. Arm up into the air. And that's ball over here. Empty chick stack on that one against Benjamin, and St. Stephen's comes up with the ball. And that was Burnett with that, and back over to the far side. Belladue has the ball. Back up here. Now onto the near side. Moon with the ball. Cavallo. All the way around. And let's see. That's Day who's back in the game. Back up to Cavallo on the near side. Cavallo getting double teamed. And that ball comes out. They're going to call a little bit of a push there. All right, now back up here. 24 has the ball. D'Antonio. She's quickly triple teamed into the center of the attack zone, so she pulls back out. It's Cavallo again. Now onto the near side, Moon, and down over there to Day. Day to Belladue. Belladue onto the far side. That was Coulter with the ball. She gets it back out. And over on the far side. Back out to the top. And that's D'Antonio with it. Over to the near side.
Do we have extra sticks, Benjamin?
And Keenan Moon. Okay, a little bit of a little chop there. Stick check there. Call. So Coulter is going to go back with the ball here. And they're outside just up to the 12-meter. And back to restart we go. Ball onto the near side. That's Burnett with it. Now over to the far side. D'Antonio with it.
Come on, D!
And that ball is passed into the middle. And now back out to the far side. Quick ball movement. Ball hits the ground, but D'Antonio is able to pick that up well inside the attack zone. She's surrounded by about 3 or 4 players. And so back to action she goes.
And you've had it looked at before? Yeah. And what did they say? I didn't umbrella too.
Comes in, backs out. Ball on the near side. Back over.
Do you want to keep the ice? Can we move the ice just for a second?
And then all the way around they go. D'Antonio to Cavallo. Cavallo at the top of the 12. Passes back over to the far side to D'Antonio. Over to Belladue. Belladue, nice pass inside to Moon. Moon fakes the shot, pulls it out. Cavallo comes back in and out, and the flag goes up. So Cavallo's going to find herself on the 8-meter here.
And then for this one, we're going to get a little up close and personal. Okay?
Yeah, Caroline! It's all right, Kylie! It's all right!
So just under 11 minutes to go here in the game. Pass it over the near side. Back behind they go. Over to the far side.
Watch Cutters! Yeah, defense!
Gets it up to the top. That's Moon with it.
Backside! Watch Cutters!
Back and forth they go.
Cutters!
And that's a shooting space there. Coulter's going to find herself on the 8-meter. We're under 11 minutes now to go here in the game. So lights are on everywhere else except for here. Here comes Bobby. All right, and she goes in and she shoots and scores. So 17-2 here. 10 minutes 30 seconds to go. We got a water break. All right, gonna take a little break here.
It's going to take 5 minutes for them to warm up. Come on out with me.
Try to calm down. Okay?
You want the guys
It's gonna unlock. Yeah. Okay?
Guys, can you guys fill up the waters in the water in the cooler? I think I said do a half.
May I have one?
Oh, perfect. Thank you. There you go, honey. Where's your bag? Guys, I need 4, okay? 4. I don't know if there's 4 left.
I have some.
Oh, yeah.
But it's better to come from here.
Actually, I'm just going to give you 2. Here you go, Jake!
Like this month, they turn them on. Yeah, it's a flat $2,000 charge. Now they can spread that out and charge other people, but it's ridiculous.
It's an instant search.
That's, yeah, because basically Benjamin comes away with the draw. Come back to action here and making sure they're on. Just making sure we're on. Okay, we're still on. Look, and we're live. Sorry about that, folks. So,
She was still at the restraining order.
all right, ball back onto the field. Now onto the far side, just trying to figure out the light situation. All right, getting ready to go here. Let's give you an idea here. Benjamin came up with the draw, and they're now deep into their own attack zone. The Saints, they're in the Saints. They're into the Saints defensive zone. That ball comes out, speaking to the defensive zone, and that ball gets taken over by Button. And she gets it back to Richie. Richie flies it over to the far side. Okay. And then Wiseman gets it, and she's down the side of the field, gets it up to Dyson. Now back over. So making a good run here to the end. A little bit of 9.5 minutes to go here. And Richie with the ball on the far side. Back over to the near side. Behind the goal, number 6, that's Cox. And then back over D'Antonio. Gets to Wiseman. Ball back over on the far side. Back and forth they go. Oh. Richie with the ball. Now back over to the far side. And then
Carolyn, watch your back!
Wiseman with the ball. Gets it up to Richie. Richie with the ball now.
That's it! Jump, Hannah!
And now that was Dyson over there. Gets it to D'Antonio. D'Antonio passing it over to the far side. Moon in the corner, or that might be, yeah, that's Moon. Oh, nope. nope, that's Cox with the ball. Sorry, 6 looks like 8. So back up to Wiseman. Wiseman back to Dyson. Dyson at the top of the 12. Goes to the far side, quickly double teamed, and then backed up, past that ball over to Cox. Cox gets it back up to the top, and then Wiseman with the ball. Wiseman backs outside of the 12 meter, and now working their way around to the near side. Day with the ball. Day comes in between two. The flag comes up, and they're going to call charge. So that goes to Benjamin now. And Hannah Hilkoff will go ahead and start for Benjamin off that charge. And now up to the near side she goes, and she's going to run this ball out. And she's quickly met by a few Saints, and she turns it right behind her. That goes to May. And May is fouled there for Benjamin, so Benjamin retaining possession here. And just on the just right at midfield, and then she passes it back. And now over to the far side, that was Savage who had it. Can't see who has the ball over there. Now on the far side of the field, and she comes up. And Benjamin, okay, number 10 is Byrne. And Byrne gets fouled as she comes across the top. A lot of tension there by the Saints. And she passes that ball. Oh, but that ball gets knocked up into the air, and that's picked up by Ritchie. And then Ritchie goes ahead and bounce passes it to herself. She gets through 3 different defenders, passes it up into the middle to Burnett. Burnett now over into the attack zone, gets that ball to Day. And now Day takes that ball down back to the GLE on the far side of the field. 6.5 minutes to go. So now ball on the near side. Cox gets that ball back up to Cavallo. Passes it over to Burnett and back to Cavallo. Now onto the near side. That's Whitley with the ball. Passes it back up to the top. All right, back over to Burnett. Burnett with the ball. Over to D'Antonio. D'Antonio passes it into the corner on the far side to Day. Day back up to D'Antonio. Passes it to Cavallo now with the ball at the top of the 12. Passing it back over to the far side to Cavallo. Back into the middle where that ball gets picked off by Benjamin, by the Bucks. And now on the near side. Oh, running backwards and dropping the ball out of her stick. And then nailing that ball and keeping it in bounds somehow is Rose for Benjamin. She passes it back to Savage. And now the goalie there has it. Stamp finds somebody over on the far side there. 5 minutes to go here in the game. Now back over to the far side. And now up into the midfield. Over on the far side of the field. And can't see who that is that far away. She comes in and shoots. And that's a nice save there. That appears to be Emma Button. No, Emma Bradley, sorry. So anyway, Saints Mal all the way down the other end of the field. And that's Day with the ball. 4.5 minutes to go here in the game. Praying for this sunlight to just last just a little bit longer here. Now onto the far side. Girls coming in and coming out, getting all their rosters in there. Okay, on the near side now is Saints look to just move this ball around. Burnett had the ball there. Back over to Offit. Back up to Coulter. And then Coulter gets it up to Tori Cox for the Saints. They're going to call a charge when she runs on in there, and so that ball is going to go back to Benjamin now. Put into the stick of Allie Savage. And Savage gets that ball up to Murad. And it looks like she's just intent on just running this down the far side of the field. 3:52 to go here. Oh, that ball knocked. That pass knocked by the Saints. And Cavallo with the ball. Cavallo gets it up to Ritchie. Ritchie looking for a pass all the way downfield. Gets that to D'Antonio. D'Antonio coming in, nobody else there. They call a shooting space as she passes the ball over to the near side to Offit, who is all by herself. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the game. I'm getting ready to go back to action here. And now on the near side, Offit with the ball in the restart. Gets it back up to Coulter. Coulter now back up to Burnett. And then Cox back with the ball. And that would be Tori Cox with the ball. Because I guess there's a Leah Cox on the team. So making sure that we're not getting those two. And now Burnett has the ball. Gets it over here. Oh, nice little move there by Coulter to get underneath the sticks. And again, St. Stephen, St. Agnes at this point just playing around, the horn, not playing around. That makes, they've got competition. Kempe hits the ground in her attempt to try and get the ball back on a double. Cavallo with the ball over on the top corner, back up to the top. That's Burnett. And now 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. Don't think we're going to turn these lights on. It is certainly getting dark enough, though. So, ball into the mid of the attack zone. And whistle blows, arm comes up. We got 2 minutes to go here on the clock and counting. 10-goal lead, no stopping of the clock. So, Burnett on an 8-meter comes in, steps back, takes it back around, gets it up, and that goes to Tori Cox, and then over here to the near side, and that's Coulter with the ball. She comes in, tries to shoot, but then some pressure there by the Benjamin players kept her from hitting her target, so the ball goes out of bounds. But Day brings it in over to D'Antonio to the far side, and she passes it back all the way up to Burnett. Burnett to Tori Cox. Back out of the stick of Cavallo. Got about 1 minute, 20 seconds to go here in the game. And Offit from back behind. Tori Cox with the ball now outside the 12. Finds somebody inside, and Coulter, and that is a goal there. So 18-2 is the score here, and we have now hit the 1 minute mark for the game. And so 18-2, 45 seconds to go. If they can see the ball, then they might be able to do something with it. So none of the girls seem to be concerned that it's a little dark, although I'm sure there's somebody on the parents' side who has something to say about it. But final draw here, and that was, and we have a
The one right to Ainsley.
They do this, I stop it. So, all right, back to action they go. Kempe down there, 4 seconds to go. Kempe looking to shoot. She shoots, and that's a save by the goalie, and that is the final score. We finally got that in 18-2 in what was a ridiculously dark game. And I apologize to anybody who had to watch it, play in it, that it got that dark. So thankful, though, for all of the generosity of the players and coaches that didn't seem to at least convey to me that that was a problem. So anyway, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in tomorrow. And
Jack, are they like giving us a bonus for not putting the lights on?
yeah, you know what? You earned it. I did.
Everybody but Reagan should be hosting.
All right, so thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And